Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So this would be another energetic check-in. Take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest. So I'm picking up on the energy of a specific person that is quite guarded towards you because they're dealing with their own shadows and their demons. I think this person struggles with monogamy or completely trusting another person in order to be monogamous with them. Now, this could also translate as someone that you're waiting on to make a decision whether they want to be with you or not. This is a leap of faith where I don't think this person is someone that would step out of the relationship and cheat on you, but it does seem more like a cage. And I would definitely say it's a very beautiful cage. Like, this person has made a life that is surrounding this fear of commitment so that it doesn't get triggered. And despite their gorgeous attempts to decorate this cage, the divine has found a way to reignite their passion for you in this connection. This is a soulmate connection. This is a very strong draw and a very strong connection. This person has definitely been self-pleasuring to the thought of you. This person has been fantasizing so much about monogamy. This person has been thinking about a family because it's very, very rare that this person actually ends up feeling naturally like this for someone. So I really want to go out on a limb and say, if you're still doubting yourself that whether there's something wrong with you, less in you, do not take this person's behavior personally. I know it's easier said than done because you're in those shoes, you're in that situation with this person, but I really want to assure you, you're beautiful, you're valuable, you are smart, you're intelligent, you're spiritual, you're kind, you're masculine, you're feminine, you're everything that a person would desire. And I feel that this is not about this person being the right person or the wrong person. It just seems like they're going through a psychological evolution where if they were already there, you'd be perfect for the right man or woman. This person, there is a very strong marriage or living in together type of an energy where this person sees you as the perfect person they want to come home to. They dream about this life because it's easier to access it rather than to embody it, because for that to actually happen, when we fantasize, it's also a part of our higher self showing us the possibility of going down this path. There are hopes, wishes, and dreams tied in with this person's fantasies about you. This is 11th house energy. There's strong Aquarius over here, right? It allows this person, Aquarius being very detached and also futuristic, Uranus and Saturn. So they know that they need discipline. They're watching you from afar and they are doing something. I'm seeing this person like work on a specific craft, and it could also just be themselves. That could be a metaphor. I'm seeing somebody knitting, and that is also referring to this person's ability or this resistance to change that they're trying to change. Well, I'm gonna say very honestly, it doesn't seem like they're that confident. Queen of Wands in reverse definitely talks about how it's been easier to be with people that are not that intellectually charged in life and don't have that spiritual integrity for themselves. So for somebody over here, you are celibate, and that is a challenge because this person might have this feeling of boredom simply because it requires for them to open up. this is about intrinsic value, not what they can physically give you or just pleasure. This is about bonding experiences. This is about quality time. This is not about money. Somebody that lacks life force, basically, that is spiritually induced or granted, whatever word you'd like to use. Life force that is generated from your own work and transformations and rebirth, and basically you remove blockages so that your chakras open up, so that you can connect with your own soul, so that you're not actually leaning on other people to be an energetic vampire, or again, whatever word you'd like to use. It doesn't have to be that strong, but the impact is there, because people with that work with their lower self more than their higher state of consciousness are people that are quite in the fear-ridden aspect, right? And this brings me back to what I was picking up before, that this person has created a life that doesn't possibly trigger the fear of intimacy. Now, we know that something has happened to this person in their childhood, why they fear intimacy. It could be a number of things, that they fear getting close to people because they might get hurt, they have unresolved issues, and sometimes the subconscious mind holds on to it so tightly, and fear is not trying to prevent this person from being loved. Fear is trying to prevent this person from getting hurt. And I feel that this whole elaborative expansion and description of why this person is not committing is just an innovative way to let you know that it's not you, it's really them. It's not you. I think you should cut yourself some slack if you figure that you have awareness about some things that you also lack. But I believe that the difference over here that you should really see is that you are willing to work on your issues. You see the value in this person, you're rather more open, and you're actively doing the work in ways in which you're sitting with yourself and you're understanding why you're resistant towards this person or trusting them. But I also see that there's a part of you that knows that there's something a bit fishy. You might be a psychic, or you have a specific gift. Now every human has a gift. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience, so all of us have gifts and we develop them over time. So you have something that tells you inside that this person has been fantasizing about you, this person has the capability, but it's going to take them certain inner work to unlock this part of themselves. You're just someone that's hoping for the best, not because you're naive, but just because how much you really want this to work out. I don't think that you are someone that needs this person. I really don't feel it. Like, even if you feel this sense of yearning for this person, I feel like you're taking deliberate action to meet yourself in those areas. Specifically, if you're feminine energy, you're doing really good. And I genuinely want to acknowledge that and let you know that you don't need this person. You want them because you see quality in them, and you also might find them really physically attractive. I don't think it's about something that this person is, aesthetically pleasing. That's why you want to be with them. But there's a paradox that I cannot completely explain. How and why did a person like you end up in a connection with a person like them? Because I don't pick up on hues of past life or something like that. It generally seems like a soulmate connection. I'm hearing from spirits, sometimes we come in other people's lives to show them a different way of being. And it's not about being fair or unfair. We all know life is unfair, and we may not unravel as to why is it that it's this person. There's a part of you that knows deep down that this person is more superficially driven than you are. And we know that we attract people based off our woundings. But again, the difference is so major between how dedicated you are to up level yourself. However, there is one thing I do want to focus upon, is that I hope you don't become you don't start embodying this energy of being a fixer for yourself. I'm not worried about you fixing this person. You seem like a very intelligent and fully capable person. However, I fear that you may be being a bit too hard on yourself. I don't know if there's an unconscious energy thinking that if I go more into my spirituality and mysticism and I solve my karma, maybe this person will come towards me because my inner reality reflects my outer reality. Is it about my rejections, or I'm gonna align with somebody else? It's like you're not realizing, maybe if this resonates, that you're working hard for love. You're trying to earn love by working on yourself, but I don't really need you to work on yourself because you already do a lot. It's kind of like a bit of perfectionist tendency, yes. So that's what Spirit is saying. It's a perfectionist tendency. I want you to take it a bit lighter. Lighten up the load on yourself about this connection. Again, it feels like it's easier said than done, but I really want to remind you that you don't need this person and you don't have to need them. In fact, they'd be absolutely lucky to be with someone like you. You could specifically have Taurus in your chart, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius. So the way I see this connection, if I could give you a bit of a truth about this person, they have made this life of threat, that's what I keep saying, right, around their wound. So if they haven't risen to this level of being free-spirited, because a lot of you seem like, especially with the Leo and Sagittarius, you want freedom, you want space in a relationship. And I think you're not able to see how this person may actually end up controlling you and projecting their insecurities, despite of however gorgeous they look. It doesn't matter. It's about how they feel about themselves. That it ends up becoming a bit more controlling for you than you're able to bear. And I think that what this person represents tad bit as a reflection of a parental figure, or maybe both parents, that have been quite controlling in your life. And the way that you'd recognize is by acknowledging this person's defensiveness or their behavior when you share certain accomplishments, or when you look really good looking, when you like clean up well and you show up in front of them. There is something that is worth considering about this situation. I would want to say that maybe it's kind of like dodging a bullet. But then again, it is a general reading, and I really want you to ask your intuition on what is true about this person, because there is a part of this reflecting your relationship with your parents and what you understand as unconditional love, where this person, because once you enter their inner circle, once they let you in, it seems like it's going to be a bit more problematic, because you really like room to breathe. You want to be an individual of your own. This person, on the other hand, if they've not stepped up to that level, can turn out to be a bit suffocating for you. Because you like your space, that's what I see. You want to travel, you want to be a person of your own, and you need someone that's strong and independent and fulfilled within themselves. That's like freeing type of love. You want something that's free. Your definition of love and relationship doesn't have to suit the conventional definitions. What you want works best for you. And maybe it's time that you start writing these things down. I don't know if you've done this before, but you should start writing things down about the quality or the type of person that you'd like to be with. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to see you guys in